Previously, on Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape.
And so she gave him her slave girl Bilhah, and Jacob lay with her.
Praise be.
Yes.
Praise be.
Yes. Shall we go upstairs?
From Wondery, this is Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape. I'm your host, David Reinstrom. What's your secret? My secret is that I'm under your coffee table right now. In part 4 of The Handmaid's Tale, our protagonist, now known as Offred, has entered into the perilous and complicated position of handmaid to a commander of the faith. Offred isn't the name our heroine was born with, but it is the name that she was given. It is the name of her captor. She is of Fred. Offred is a prisoner, a slave. Her only purpose is to bear a child for the commander and his wife, and her every movement is prearranged, controlled, ordained. But they cannot control her mind or her memories. Blessed be the fruit. This is part 4 of The Handmaid's Tale.
Here's what I believe. I believe Luke is lying face down in a thicket, a tangle of bracken. What is left of him. His hair, the bones, the plaid wool shirt, green and black, the leather belt, the work boots. I know exactly what he was wearing. I can see his clothes in my mind, bright as a full-color advertisement from an ancient magazine. Though not his face, not so well. His face is beginning to fade. I pray his death was painless. One shot through the back of the skull, one flash, darkness or pain, dull, I hope, like the word thud. Only the one and then silence. I believe this. I also believe that they didn't catch him after all, and that he made it. Reached the bank, swam the river, crossed the border, dragged himself up on the far shore, teeth chattering, found his way to a nearby farmhouse.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, can I help you?
Was allowed in. Perhaps they were Quakers. The woman made him some hot coffee and gave him a set of her husband's clothes. I picture the clothes. It comforts me to dress him warmly. They will smuggle him inland where he will make contact with the others. Perhaps he's met up with Moira. Perhaps they're part of something. There must be a resistance, a government in exile. Someone must be out there. There must be a resistance, or where do all the criminals come from on the television? Any day now there may be a message from him. It will come in the most unexpected way from the least likely person. Under my plate, on the dinner tray, slipped into my hand as I reached the tokens across the counter in his shop. The message will say that I must have patience. Sooner or later he will get me out. We will find Daisy, wherever they've put her. She'll remember us. And we will be all three of us together.
Come here. Let's have a look at it. Don't struggle, dear.
It tickles.
Oh, yes. Ah, yes, that's a beauty.
It's like a huge fruit, big and ripe.
Let me feel.
I've warned you, won't keep still.
I'm sorry, but it tickles.
We are so pleased with her.
Rita! Rita! Go and get Offred from her room.
Yes, ma'am.
Offred should see this. It might inspire her. More tea, Mildred.
Thank you.
Cookie?
Thanks.
Would you like one, dear?
Oh, no. You'll spoil her. Too much sugar is bad for them.
Oh, just this once, Mildred.
Oh, yes. Can I, ma'am? Please.
Go on.
Oh, thank you.
She's more like a daughter, really. One of the family.
Ah, Offred. Come in here. This is my friend, Mrs. McLeod, and this is Ofwarren, her handmaid.
Hello.
You know each other.
Yes, we were re-educated together.
Ofwarren is expecting.
I know.
You can sit down now, both of you.
She is such a healthy girl. No Agent Orange in the family. We checked the records. You can never be too careful.
You've been so lucky.
I'll say. But Morin was very thorough this time, because we've had some bad experiences. Well, some of the ones that you get, they don't even keep themselves clean. You know, they won't give you a smile, they mope in their rooms, they don't wash their hair, the smell. The last one we had, I had to get the domestics to hold her down in the bathtub, and then she stopped eating. You don't want to know. Warren's a good girl.
And I suppose your husband will be getting a promotion if this works out.
Well, we don't want to count our chickens, but there are words going about. There are words. But you'll have one soon. I feel sure of it. So this is your handmaid. Well, let's get a look at her. Come over here.
Offred, come here. Turn around for Mrs. McLeod.
Attractive. What's she like?
She's only been here a few months.
Oh, nothing's happened yet?
No, not yet. How's her, Offred?
No, not yet.
You haven't had much luck, really.
No.
Well, with all that business with the last one. Now, what did they do to her in the end?
You must be so excited. I bet you can hardly wait.
This is your third home, I understand.
Joseph, you're not supposed to talk to me.
Just passing the time of day. I have a message.
What?
I have a message
From who?
from the commander. He wants to see you in his office.
When?
Tomorrow in the evening.
I see.
6:30 after his wife has gone to her room. Is that all right?
I don't know.
This is the surgery. I'll be waiting at the front as usual.
Can I have your ID? Thank you. Let me just scan your tattoo. Alrighty. Offred, Handmaiden 2012. Why don't you take a seat over there? Dr. McLean is running a little behind this morning.
McLean.
Yes.
But I see Dr. Peters.
Oh, Dr. Peters isn't with us anymore.
Isn't with you.
It's Dr. McLean now.
But what happened to Dr. Peters?
He's gone.
Gone.
Look, I'm busy. Do you have a problem?
No.
Well then, take a seat and wait to be called.
Sure. Yes. Sorry.
We're here, ma'am.
Come in. Close the door behind you. Hello. Sit down. You must find this strange. I guess it is a little strange. Here. I have a little present for you. It's an old one. From the 70s, I think. A Vogue I thought you might like to look at it.
It's not permitted.
And here it is. Would you like to see it? Would you?
Yes. Why do you have this?
Some of us retain an appreciation of the old things.
But these were supposed to have been burned.
Yes. Within those pages is promise. An endless series of possibilities. Adventure, rejuvenation. Pain overcome and transcended. Endless love. Immortality. That's why they had to be destroyed.
Why show this to me?
Who else would I show it to?
What about your wife?
No. She wouldn't understand. We don't seem to have that much in common. We've grown apart.
Oh.
I thought perhaps we could meet from time to time outside the, It's so impersonal.
I see.
I want you to kiss me. I'm serious. I want you to kiss me.
All right.
Not like that. Like you meant it. What's the matter?
I can't. Just...
Perhaps we could do something else.
What?
I would like... This may sound silly. I would like you to play a game of Scrabble with me. Do you know how to play?
Yes.
Would you play with me?
Why?
Why? Because it's forbidden.
All right.
You start. You're late.
I had to wait for her to go to bed. The commander and I have an arrangement. It's not the first such arrangement in history. I visit him 2 or 3 nights a week, always after dinner, but only when I get the signal. The signal is Joseph, if he's polishing the car when I set out for the shopping.
What is it you miss most about the old world?
Hand lotion.
What?
Hand lotion or face lotion. My skin gets very dry.
Well, it doesn't look very dry.
I use butter when I can get it, or margarine. A lot of the time it's margarine. It's a trick I learned at the Rachel and Leah Center where I was re-educated.
That's very clever.
Do you think you could get me some hand lotion?
I should think so. Supposing she smells it on you.
I'd be careful. Besides, she's never that close to me.
Sometimes she is.
Well, then I won't use it on those nights.
Oh, Lord. Give us success this day.
When the ceremony came around again, I found things were changed.
I don't remember. Let us be the free.
Now there was an awkwardness there hadn't been before. The lights are on as usual, since Serena Joy always avoids anything that would create an aura of romance or eroticism, however slight. It's like being on an operating table in the full glare. I feel him actually looking at me, and I don't like it. He could give me away so easily by a look, by a gesture. He reaches his hand to touch my face. I move my head to the side to warn him away, hoping Serena Joy hasn't noticed. Don't ever do that again.
Do what?
Try to touch me like that when she's there. You could get me transferred to the colonies, or worse, you know that.
I find it impersonal.
How long did it take you to find that out? Tell me. Is that what happened to the last one?
What do you mean?
The handmaid before me. Was she sent to the colonies?
No.
She used to see you too, didn't she? Alone like this. What happened to her?
She didn't work out.
What happened to her?
She moved on. Look, I've got something for you.
What?
The hand lotion you asked for.
Trouble is, I don't have anywhere to keep it.
In your room.
They'd find it. Someone would find it.
Why?
They look in all our rooms.
What for?
Razor blades, books, writing, black market stuff, all the things we aren't supposed to have. You ought to know.
Then you'll have to keep it here.
Thank you.
You have everything on your list?
Yes.
Do you mind if we go by the auto church? I want to get a soul scroll.
Fine.
No point going by the wall. There won't be anyone there. They don't leave the bodies hanging as long in the summer because of the flies.
Welcome to the fully automated house of the Lord. Please select a
I
prayer.
promised to get the Beatitudes for the domestic in my house.
Please insert a token.
Blessed be the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed be those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed be the silent, for they shall be given strength. Blessed be those who obey the law, for they will
I knew they
shower
changed
with
things and
rewards.
left things out, but there was no
Blessed
way
be
of
the
checking.
meek, for they shall
There's a
inherit
Bible
the
in
earth.
every home, but locked up.
Blessed be those who
We can be
mourn,
read to from it by the head of our household.
Blessed be
We
the
can go to the
silent,
auto church and
for
get a
they shall be
printout of
given
the passage, but we cannot read it ourselves.
Blessed be the sober, for they
After
shall be
all,
strong.
it's an incendiary
Blessed be the
device.
non-smoker, for they shall
Who
gain
knows what
strength
we'd
of
make of
will.
it if we ever got our
Blessed
hands
be
on
those who
one.
serve their country, for by doing so they will be serving their God.
Amen.
Amen.
Please take your Soul Scrolls printout. May the Lord make you have a nice day.
Shall we sit in the chapel for a bit?
Let them return, they shall be ashamed and devoured with burning.
Do you think God listens to these machines?
You mustn't ask me that.
I don't.
I think we should go.
I don't think this is a godly country. You can say it.
Neither do I. Is it safe here?
I figure it's the safest place. We look like we're praying. I thought you were a true believer.
I thought you were.
You were always so pious.
Well, so were you.
You can join us.
Us.
You didn't think I was the only one. Mayday.
Mayday?
That's our code word. I tried it on you once. Don't use it unless you have to. It isn't good for us to know about too many of the others in the network, in case you get caught.
I see.
Welcome on board.
But I haven't.
You know about us now. It's too late to turn back. We've stayed long enough. There's no sense in our being late getting back.
Yes, but what?
Don't think too much. We're here to help. You'll hear from us soon.
Change his fine hand and take hold on judgment. I will render vengeance to mine enemies as to reward them that hate me.
They have corrupted themselves.
Zilch.
Is that a word?
We could look it up. It's archaic.
I'll give it to you. Evil. Can you do anything with your last letter? Or do I get another go?
D. Devil. Too bad you lose.
You know, that's really very clever.
What?
That the words good and evil are each only one letter short of God and devil. I like to know what you think.
I don't think a lot.
Oh, come now, I'm interested in your opinions. You're intelligent enough, you must have opinions. I don't hear opinions too often these days.
What do you want my opinion on?
What we've achieved in the past decade.
I don't have an opinion.
Oh, come on. I'd like to hear what you think. What did we overlook?
How about love?
Love. What kind of love?
What kind of love? How about falling in love?
Oh, yes. I've read the magazines. That's what they were publishing, wasn't it? But look at the stats, my dear. Was it really worth it falling in love? Arranged marriages have always worked out just as well, if not better. Those years when people could choose anyone they wanted were just an anomaly, historically speaking.
Well, and how about just loving thy neighbor kind of love?
That will come. You see, you need to understand that all change is painful. We have embarked on one of the most ambitious projects this world has ever seen. We have brought peace and order where there was chaos and disorder.
Whatever you say.
We thought we could make the world better.
Better? How can you think this is better?
Better never means better for everyone. It always means worse for some. But on balance, I believe we've given more than we've taken away. Love will come in time.
What did you do before? What were you?
Oh, I was in market research to begin with. After that, I sort of branched out. You might say I'm sort of a problem solver.
Well, maybe you could help me solve a problem. Something I've been wondering about. The one before me, she had freckles, right?
Did you know her?
Not exactly. I keep finding these little pictures in my room. Inside the cupboard, on the walls. More scratch drawings, really, of stick people, and very small. One of the characters, a woman, has freckles. She appears in all the pictures I've found so far.
I see.
They're family scenes, mainly. Her, a man and a child in front of a house. I guess she had a family in the old days. Her pushing a pram, her lying on a bed. Her crying. She hanged herself, right?
How did you know?
She drew pictures of that, too. She must have been planning to do it for a while.
Rita found her. Poor girl.
Maybe I shouldn't come here anymore.
I thought you were enjoying it. I wish you would.
You want my life to be bearable to me.
Yes. Yes, I do. I would prefer it.
Well, then.
What would you like?
Besides the hand lotion? I would like to know. Whatever there is to know. What's going on, how it all works. Everything.
This is how it all works. The machinery of this society, the holy clockwork that moves the gears forward, tick by tick. Keep your head down, keep in step, and find that loose gear. Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape.
We know you're seeing him alone outside of ceremony, without his wife present. Find out what he does. See if you can get anything on him.
Tonight, I am taking you out.
Out?
Out of here.
But where?
You'll see.
Join the conversation online. Use the hashtag HandmaidSCA so that others can see what you've got to say. If you're a fan of Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape, leave us a review on iTunes. We're aiming for 500 5-star reviews, and when we get there, we'll open a little online shop. Your reviews help the show grow to reach new audiences. If you're listening on a smartphone, tap or swipe the art panel on your podcast app to unveil our show notes and sponsors. When you support our sponsors, you're supporting us. So thank you. In Part 4 of The Handmaid's Tale, Offred was played by Marcia Dietland, Serena Joy by Leslie Hendricks, of Glenn by Murray Enos, Janine by Emma Roberts, The Commander by Earl Hindman, Dr. Peters by Bruce Sabbath, Rita by Shannon Williams, Mildred by Kristen Marks. The original score was by Sasha Putnam. Sound design was by Nick Russell Pavier. The Handmaid's Tale was directed by John Dryden. It is a Goldhawk production. Thank you for listening to Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape. The theme song for our series was composed by Mark Hadley. Our editor is Sergio Enriquez. Our executive producers are Jeffrey Glazer and Hernan Lopez for Wondery. Until next time, I'm your host, David Reinstrom. What's your secret?